Hey guys, this is Fernando doing another video for the Modern Survivalist. In this case, going through the Heinnie Haynes catalog. Heinnie.com, a very well-known company in Europe. They have a wide variety of products and excellent customer service. I got a discount, guys, from them. Here it is, out in 3210, 5% off. Thanks a lot, guys, from Heinnie for your consideration. This is for Modern Survivalist viewers, okay, guys? Please don't go spreading it around. This is just for us. Let's see what we have. I think it's just fun to go through the catalogs and see what's out there. You always find something else that's new. They have Heinnie has a showroom. Probably have to go to the website Heinnie.com. Here it is. Let me show that in more detail. Heinnie.com. That's the website. The website is very well organized, and there's a pile of stuff in there, much more than what you have here in the catalog, of course. See, flashlights, Falcon even, what's new. This one I already marked because I have to check it out. Maxpedition Folder. Primed for everyday use. This is durable cutting tool. It's a perfect addition to every Maxpedition bag. Maxpedition makes great bags. I'm sure the knife is pretty good, and for that price, $21.95 plus a discount code that I just gave you guys, that's pretty interesting. I'm not sure what steel they use, but again, Maxpedition being well known for doing quality stuff, I'm sure they're not going to be dropping the ball with their knife either. And the blade seems, you know, it's just classic stuff, nothing outrageous or anything. So I'm definitely going to be checking these out, see how they work. If you need a new folder, if you don't have one, that price is not bad at all, especially with the discount code. Spyderco. You know, this is, I just found about this here. Precision cutting tools from the human spirit. Spyderco ZDP 189. This is a new steel used by Spyderco. ZDP 189 is a high-performance blade steel manufactured through a process where the steel ingredients are rendered into a powderized form, then melted and solidified in a vacuum and compressed under pressure. The end result is a homogeneous steel with pure and evenly dispersed alloy elements. ZDP 189 has a phenomenal 3% carbon. Yes, that is pretty high, elevating the steel hardness and resulting in peerless edge retention. You know, there's some of these new steels that are pretty impressive. LMAX is another steel that I'm keeping my eye on because it seems to be pretty good. ZDP 189, defense against envy of lesser knives. Well, Spyderco, they make good knives. I'm sure that if they're promoting this new steel of theirs, seems to be a new powder steel, should be good stuff. SOG Multitools. You know, I don't have a SOG Multitool. That's funny. I suppose I'm pretty happy with my Leatherman being so good, but the SOG seems to be very good in terms of the pliers, the multi-plier, the power assist, the power lock system, which increases the power on the pliers with that leverage that they have there, that grinding system. Power lock, yes, SOG are definitely one of the strongest pliers there is. The thing that makes it for me in the Leatherman is the blade that's more easily available. But I suppose that if what you need mostly in a multi-tool is very strong pliers with that mechanism, that leverage mechanism that it has, I think that's one of the strongest points of it. Volker Plus, isn't that a nice little knife from Volker? What else? I have this one. You've seen it in previous videos. Little Volker Plus Vox. Possibly the most useful tool I've ever owned. Well, if you have lots of other tools, I suppose that you may be finding it. You may be using those as well. But yeah, for a mini pry bar in your keychain and looking outstanding as well, made of titanium. Yes, it has the. You know, it's basically a little pry bar. It's also a bottle opener with that shape there, and there under that O-ring it has a glass breaker. It has a little piece of what seems to be carbide, a little tip in there that can be used as a glass breaker. This is the one that I keep in my car keys. You know, given that it has a glass breaker, which during a disaster or emergency in your vehicle, after an accident or something like that, you could use it. Probably you would also use something like this if that's something of a concern for you. The Rescue Me Mini Keychain Auto Escape Tool. This one has a belt cutter there, and just pressing this tool against the glass has like a system, a spring system of some sort that snaps and breaks the glass for you. This is pretty cool as well. Swiss Tech utility key. I've heard of some guys going around with this and people not even noticing, because basically it does look like a key, but it's actually a knife, serrated portion over there, mini screwdriver, and Phillips screwdriver as well. New from Benchmade. Lurch Subrosa, those names, man. S30V, good steel there. That's a nice blade by Benchmade. Keep seeing what they have here. Zero tolerance Hinder Elmax. Elmax, this is a steel that I was talking about before. Man, this is pricey, but Elmax steel is a new steel that is supposed to be very, very good. Some of the tests I've seen lately are pretty outstanding. G10 and titanium as well. Well, yeah, it is a ZT, zero tolerance, and fancy materials, no doubt. Also, we have K-Bar Zombie Mule. The zombie topic is going nuts. I mean, everyone is doing some sort of zombie thing in the knife world, especially using this kind of fluorescent green thing material. There's lots of zombie this, zombie that. At first I was like, oh man, but now I don't know, it's maybe exposure to it. I'm kind of starting to like it. Well, it's Victorinox Hunter. This looks like the rescue tool from Victorinox. Heinnie has also, they mark the ones that are like UK legal for everyday carry. I'm going to be doing a video specifically on UK knife laws, what's legal or not, in another video. But they already explained some of that there. Well, not explain, but they kind of show which ones are okay for EDC. So we have Volker. I like how you have like stuff like, for example, you have the Mora Companion, which is a good enough knife for the money, $11, $11.95, which is a good price for that blade. Yet at the same time, you have like the Extrema Ratio Italian fancy expensive knife, $359.95, and then I mean, man, $3,000 for this knife. This must be something pretty impressive. Rocksteed UN ZDP. Oh well, look, it's using that ZDP 189 steel. Using very fancy steel, definitely. That's the one, the steel, remember, from Spyderco. SOG demo. K-Bar Zombie Famine Tanto. Always with a zombie theme. They actually have one that's called a Zombie Zord, which is actually pretty nice for a big knife. Hog as well, zombie eggs, blackjack. So we have Maxpedition stuff. Benchmade service tool. Oh, those Torx tools. Seems to have a sharpener there as well with carbide bits for sharpening. Now that's really not bad. It has like Torx, flat, hex screws as well. So how much is it? $24.95. That's pretty good. Spyderco triangle sharpener. This is supposed to be an excellent sharpener. I don't have it myself, but everything I've read about it, it's supposed to be very, very good. For those of you guys a little bit more sharpening challenge, this is supposed to be a very nice sharpener. All the reviews I've read about it are very positive, very good. This work sharpening knife. I have this one, Falling Even DC 521. This is similar to one I have. The diamond coating was not that good. It came off right in the middle. The stone, on the other hand, the stone is what I'm using the most, and the stone is pretty sweet. This is more for touching it up a little bit. The stone it's what really gets it done for me. Flashlights, Wolfeye, Phoenix. I have my eye on the Phoenix, what is it, the PD22, the small single CR123A battery. That's one that I'm kind of liking. Phoenix, RC. So we have, man, classic Maglite. Yeah, that's pretty good. Maglite Mini Pro LED, 226 lumens, $31.95. Uses AA batteries. It's like the modern version of the classic mini Maglites. Little keychain folder. Now here's the thing. For example, I know that Photon is the Freedom Microlight and all. It's good and all. I would myself much rather have one of these ones, the Phoenix EO5. I mean, the size difference, yes, it's not as small as a button flashlight, but you know, $12.95, $13 versus $18 for a real flashlight, and much rather have the real deal and a flashlight that uses, you know, a single AAA battery. I actually have this flashlight, the EO5. It's pretty good for what it is. The size of it, it's more of a floaty light, but it's bright enough for most of your things, most of your needs. Does last quite a bit. 2 hours. I think it lasts much more than that. I think that, yeah, I think that 2 hours is a little bit short for the amount of time that you get. But good little flashlight, the Phoenix EO5. It has that special lens that's specifically for floaty light. But it's one of the handiest little flashlights I've seen in AAAs. Maxpedition Gear there. Bags, organizers, pocket organizers. Jumbo Versic pack in orange. More packs. There's a ton of stuff, and this isn't half of it. I mean, in their website they have a lot of more. This one is pretty good. I have this one for my iPad, the Griffin Survivor case. That Survivor case, it's very tough. And you know, if you have one of these things, you don't want it breaking when the first time you drop it. So it's actually a good investment there in terms of keeping it safe. Patches. Some guys go nuts with patches. Maybe, you know, one or two or something that I feel identified with, but there's some guys that have tons and tons of them. Watches. Marathon GDP. Some watches, some of the latest one I've seen have like GPS and lots of crazy stuff. Casio G-Shock. I need to get good new glasses. I have my Wiley X ones. They've been doing well, but they're like scratched all over the place. Something like this would probably do well. Oakley Gaskin or Oakley Fuel Cell. These are nice. BDU trousers. Now, it used to be that there was maybe 511 and a couple other brands, but that was it. These days you have so much stuff offered out there. And sometimes you see this and you say, well, if you dress all tactical looking, you're going to be looking like a freak. But if you throw one of these khaki pants with a normal looking sweater from Lacoste or something like that, it's really not half that bad. It's actually quite decent. The thing is mostly about how you combine stuff, how you mix it up. If you start wearing all camo and you're walking in the middle of town with that, yeah, you're going to be attracting more attention. Tad Gear. Tad makes some good stuff. It's pricey, but this belt is pretty sweet. Oakley perforated leather belt. Perforations strove the genuine leather of this waist cincher, a design that salutes guys who wield wrenches, torches, and grease to build machines that scorch tracks. Nice looking belts there. And doesn't seem to have like an internal strap or something like that, so it has to make it more of a gun belt. Tactical pens, so many of them to pick. I think that one of the best options is this one, the Uzi tactical pen. This one is one of the best ones for the money. Pretty solid. They used to have one, I don't know if they probably still have it, the one that has a DNA collector. It has like a few spikes in there. It's supposed to get, stab someone with that and grab DNA there. Suppose if you stab someone with a pen, there's going to be plenty of DNA all over it. Anyway. Again, Tad Gear. I have this one I have myself, the Fisher Space Pen Q4. This is pretty sweet. It has like a black pen, red pen, pencil, and stylus. Has those four in this pen only. Just flip it and press there, and whatever side is up is the one that comes out. This is a very nice Fisher pen, and it is a Fisher pen, meaning that the cartridges are very well made. They are pressurized cartridges, so they write in no matter how you're holding it upside down, it still writes. These are the makers of the original Space Pen Fisher. Write in rain for when outdoors, having to take notes. This goes as well. Rainy environments. Viho Atom Super Micro Camcorder. Probably have to get something like this myself. World's smallest camcorder in high resolution. As we have here, Hultafors. Hultafors makes good stuff. I've showed you guys the Hultafors orange knife that I have a couple of. The axes are also very good. The axes of Hultafors, they're not that bad for the money, and they're very good quality. More zombie stuff there. Machetes, Kukri machetes. Cuando. Cuando is a brand that makes excellent products for the money. This looks like a Kukri. Look at the thick, it seems to be a full tang with a classic Kukri handle shape, which is good, but without that ring. This is a good combination of good and old. They got rid of that ring there in the middle, and it's still full tang, probably 1075 or something along those lines, and seems to be a nice Kukri shape. I have their Kumunga knife, which is I bought from Heinnie as well. This knife here, Cuando. Remember that name because it's a good brand. They make good products, and it's not really expensive. Some of their models, I think, like the Hudson Bay model from Condor. That's a good knife for the money. It's a nice big knife for what you're paying. Some sleeping bags, Snug Sleeping Zero Camo, nice bag there. What else? Lighters, PS Electric lighters. Thing about them, I don't like that it relies on that piezoelectric system. To me, there's always like the possibility of it breaking. But I suppose it would be a good thing to keep it like combining it with an actual fire steel. So you have this for emergencies and for starting a quick fire with a very hot torch. But at the same time, if it happens to break, you have an emergency alternative there. Also, we have titanium whistle, little explorer compass. That's it. Well, that's it, guys. Just looking around the Heinnie Haynes catalog. Remember the website as well, which is heinnie.com. They have in their website, they have about here, it's like new products or sales as well. They have some products that they're like going on sale. They have some nice stuff there. I bought this one, the Wenger, this little Wenger multi-tool, little Wenger knife that I got on sale from Heinnie in that clearance. Yeah, that's right, clearance. The clearance sector is where you sometimes find very sweet things for very little money. This one sold out very quickly. I always look and see if there's something good on clearance to add there to the cart as well. And here's the discount as well. Remember, for us guys of the Modern Survivalist channel, out in 3210, 5% off. Folks, that's basically it. Remember to subscribe. See you on our next video. Have a great day.